Hello, hello, everyone, and welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are welcome here. I'm Stasi, your trusted psychic, intuitive reader, and fellow Scorpio. All right, guys, so I am just going to hang tight here while the room fills up a little bit. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. The plan for today is I am going to do a general reading, just kind of looking at Scorpio season and just what all the energy out there has for us. And then YouTube has installed this new feature where I can switch from the general reading or from the live over to members only. So that is what I will be doing. I see here, hey Diana, nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. I hope you can hear and see me okay, but until I hear otherwise, I'm going to assume you can. Also, I did promise you guys that I was going to do a little reading, and it's literally a not even 7 minute video of The Witch's Holiday. So I went ahead and made that earlier because it is my favorite children's book ever. And it's a quick, fun little read. You know, it's nothing major. Like I said, not even 6 minutes or not even 7. So I really enjoyed it. Who all is here? Hey, Angie, nice to see you from Arizona. Perfect. Is that another Diana? Oh my, Diana's everywhere. Hola, hola. All right. So let's see. Like I said, also, if you're new to my channel, welcome home. And for returning subscribers, welcome back. I'm just letting some people hop in the chat for right now. If you want to participate in the chat, you just need to hit that subscribe button. It is free for you. Now, if you're interested in potentially getting a free mini read, that's going to happen for my members only. I'm going to be switching it over at like probably half an hour in. Let's see. What else? What else? I will be picking one person, just one, from the general reading before I switch to members only for a quick little mini read so that you guys can get a feel for what it's all about. So, hey, Angie, you said it's a Hurricane Ray. I don't turn on the news. There's a hurricane. Oh, shit. In Arizona? What? Rain. I mean, maybe that's a good thing. Who knows? I don't know. Hello, Anna. Not the hurricane girl, but the rain. The rain is not a bad thing. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. I have so many new decks. So there's something here that I got called the tea leaf deck. There's these little round things. So let's see what that's all about. Who else is here? Sending positive vibes. I mean, absolutely. Absolutely positive vibes all the time. Definitely was just joking about the, I wasn't joking about the hurricane. I was just saying that the rain might be a good thing. Depends on where you live, right? All right, so, let's get the energy in. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, interdimensional beings overseeing this act of divination for Scorpio, all Scorpio placements, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Give us the energy, give us the details, give us everything we need to know for our season. Okay. What? Turkey shows up. What is that? Turkey. Someone is behaving stupidly. Really? Oh, there's a lot of astrology going on right now with Pluto, and that's one of our planets, messing up the vibes, and Scorpios are this close to letting out all the secrets of somebody who's done pissed them off. And I think I said this on my last reading. Evan Nathaniel Grimm, he's a really great astrologer, actually. He talks a lot about that in his recent videos. So I don't know about you, but I know I definitely am about to pop because people are getting under my skin. So maybe that's what that turkey energy is about. Then we've got chain of events that will affect your life. Okay. All right. So let's see what that's about. So here we've got turkey and chain. Turkey and chain. Someone's acting a fool and something's going to change your life. I mean, listen, people don't have that kind of effect on us, honey. What does end up happening is that we will just walk all the way out and not look back. So that's probably what's going to happen. So let's go ahead and take a further look. Tell us more about what Scorpios can expect on their season, please. All right. We'll take this card. So I do hope everybody's doing well in this lazy weekend. I know I definitely got some funky weather going on here in Maryland. It's chilly, which I don't mind, actually. I like it. All right. Let's see. We've got faith coming through. This, you guys saw me shuffle. I'm going to take it, but this came up on the last reading I just did, which was the group think mindful. And in that, I was talking about not to get swept up with group thinking, right? To be able to think for yourself. But this could be a networking opportunity coming forward. Let's see. I also have gathering around the power of community. Okay, so that in itself, we have the group think, the power of community, having faith. It wouldn't surprise me if some people are leaning into finding people who have the same faith-based activities as you do, if that makes sense. So if you are a churchgoer, or you are a magician, or, you know, and you have just a group of people that think like you do, there could be something there coming forward. And then we have this came through last time also. I'm shuffling these. It says, you're too amazing to follow everyone else. Forge your own path. Give me 1 second. Stop trying to carry the world on your shoulders. So there might be something here. Let's see if the 10 of Wands comes forward. What do we have here? We are in pre-Scorpio season. I know, but it's already what, the 12th? So in 10 days, well, the 23rd, on the 23rd, 11 days. Jeez, it's happening so quick. Guys, I'm going to be 50 on November 1st. Can you stand it? I'm not ready. Actually, I am ready because nothing else is happening. Let's see. And my kid's going to be 18, so 2 big birthdays for us in this house. Oh, hold please. To start off the Scorpio season reading, Scorpio card comes out, Death card. So changes, and what is that? Oh my God, have I managed to get on live? You are on a live. You are. All right, so the Death card comes through, so changes and transformation, but when it shows up in our readings, that's us in our power as well. So let me just take a look here before I go any further. We've got somebody potentially acting a fool with this turkey card, and a chain of events that are going to affect us. We've got the power of community and group think, faith, and not carrying the world on your shoulders. Then we've got the Death card. So before I go any further, some of the information that's coming through really just lends to the same thing I always say, right? Don't stop repainting people when they show you who they are. It's not your job to fix anything or anyone, especially when somebody's not asking you for help. Just because we see the struggle in someone's life, unless someone's literally asking you for assistance, certainly it's not for us to get involved in it. It messes up also their life lessons and their karma. This could be also about just reeling your energy back in and changing that part of overextending and overgiving. More than that, I feel like Scorpios are going to be pivoting as we approach our solar return. Even in the next week, 2 weeks, like big changes are happening. A redirection, I can sense that it's coming through from my guides. Actually, what I'm seeing is, you know how train tracks and like how you get a new direction on a train track. I don't know what that word is. So give me a second. All right, tell me more. I've got the Death card with, interesting, the Two of Swords, which is all about decisions. And then I've got the King of Swords. Well, you know, the King of Swords is leadership energy, very logical thinking, head over heart. So they're able to put their feelings on something or someone aside to make a clear and decisive decision that does affect their future. So, I mean, it is really all tying together when we've got this chain of events that affect your life. I'm hearing it's time for you to let people assist you instead of you always being the one to put out energy, put out money, put out care and concern. I'm also hearing that a lot of Scorpios are waking up to their gifts and their ability to heal. Like a lot of us are coming forward as healers, but there's a lot of discernment that takes place in that. And there is actually a lot of discernment, because just because you can sense that somebody needs something, it does not make it your responsibility. It's so important. And it doesn't make you a bad person when you step away from it. It makes you very self-aware, actually, quite the opposite. Here we've got the Four of Wands, freedom. But this could also be, as you know, historically a card of marriage. So there might be some people here that are considering the next stage in a particular relationship, because that would be a chain of events. That would be something moving forward. It would be something you really need to think about. I've got the King of Cups. That's interesting. We have all these kings. Now, the King of Cups is a very emotional and nurturing energy, but they can also balance their own needs against that of someone else, right? They don't overgive. They don't overdo. They don't, you know, they're able to listen. I mean, think of the King of Cups as like, you know, like a professional. That's not going to come out right. Let me think. So I was going to say a professional, like a therapist or something like that, but that's not necessarily the words I want to pick. This is more or less someone that can really just separate like their own needs and desires and wants about that against another. They can really balance things out. The Devil card is at the bottom of the deck, so that could be energy that you're working with. Devil energy is false beliefs and constructs, things that you think that you need to do, sometimes addictions, afflictions, narcissistic energy. So I don't know, there's a couple of different messages coming through, but there could be some Scorpios that are choosing more for themselves in this upcoming year. So you might be walking away from a situation you thought you were chained to. They're pointing me to that chained card. And of course, whatever decisions you make, especially if you're leaving something or someone behind, it would change the trajectory of your life. But the universe is saying there's freedom there with that. And again, this doesn't necessarily need to be a lover. This could be a family situation. This could be anything, right? It's a general reading. So you're going to have to figure out what that looks like for you. But certainly there is something here about that. Let's keep going. Wow, there is something going on. I can't even imagine what this would look like for me, because what's that song? I don't even want to sing it. So I've got the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is historically somebody being left behind, right? Something has changed and a person is feeling like, what the hell just happened? But I feel like if anything, that would be you moving away from a situation, because Scorpios are super intuitive. So it would be hard to believe that there is someone having us feel that way, but it could just be that Scorpio makes a decision, because of course, King of Cups is water energy. Let me keep looking, and I'm going to clarify all these for sure. I've got the Knight of Wands, Temperance card, and the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, geez. Hold on. Let me get another deck. Let me clarify these, because for real, this looks like ending a situation and starting a new chapter for sure. This could be... guys, I don't know. Look, I'm a very positive reader, but I got to say what it is. This looks like somebody's walking away from like an obligation. Let's say you were engaged to be married. Maybe now you're like, you know what? That's not really how this is going to go anymore. Or if you were thinking about moving here for this family member, or moving there for this person, you might redirect your energy, because the Knight of Wands is all about an exciting adventure and having a lot of enthusiasm to doing something that's completely different than the path they had been on. And the Temperance is saying there's a lot of healing in taking that step. And then we've got the Nine of Pentacles, which is very independent energy. So again, take it or leave it. This isn't going to be for everybody, but regardless, the Scorpio season has us redirecting our energies and focusing more on our best year ahead. And it should be that way, quite frankly. So, comment below. Let me know how this resonates for you. What sector of life could this be? This looks to be more emotional family, lovers types relationship. But of course, you know, it could be a career diversion. We'll have to see when we clarify. But for right now, that's not the way it reads. And I say that and the Empress card shows up. So I've got Death card being clarified by the Empress. Let me pull all these out and see. Hold on. Huh. Interesting. All right, Scorpio, hang tight. Well, I mean, the last of these cards are looking really good. So we've got the Death card being clarified by the Empress. Death card is change. Empress is about things in the material. Very much your environment, your home. The Empress does embody all four queens. Queens are, they're sharp, they're intellectual, they're loving, they're kind, they're stern. They're nurturers is the best way to put it, but there's some sort of redirection here in where you place that energy, because as I said, we've got the Two of Swords about making a decision, but then we also have the Five of Swords. So there's a disconnect happening here, and there's some kind of a competition, right? A mental game that takes place. And, you know, you might be really saying your piece, and it looks like quite a bit, because we also have the King of Swords being clarified by the Page of Swords. So a lot of mental energy, a lot of communication happening, right? And then with this Four of Wands, we've got the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands, the traditional saying is this person's a wounded warrior. But I always say this is somebody you don't want to mess with, right? Look at them. They've got 9 wands. They've been through it and you cannot take them down. That person is literally waiting there with a staff in their hand going, bring it. Bring it, because there is nothing I haven't been through. So if somebody did do you wrong, or if something happened that's making you question things, which is what we're meant to do as we approach our solar return, it looks to me like, if anything, you stand stronger as a result, because we've got the King of Cups here with the Hanged Man. So any period of discomfort that you're experiencing during this time is actually for your benefit, right? Through that discomfort of being upside down comes that enlightenment, the crown being lit up. And again, you can be a safe space for yourself and for others, but there has to be boundaries there. The Five of Pentacles comes with the Knight of Wands, or I'm sorry, the Knight of Swords. So we've got a lot of knights coming through. The Knight of Wands, we have the Knight of Swords. Knights are aggressive, they're fast moving, and this is conversations that happen very quickly and sternly, and it puts somebody on the outs. And I think it's you, Scorpio, that's letting somebody have it, because with this Knight of Wands comes the Queen of Wands. So looking for more adventure, happiness, right? And the Queen of Wands is super magnetic. She's got the ability to inspire others through her actions and her words. She also has a very magnetic and charismatic energy about her. And very attractive. That's the main thing about the Queen of Wands. She's super fiery and attractive, and she just catches eyes everywhere she goes. And this could be masculine or feminine. When we're talking about the feminine aspect, it's the receiving energy that each one of us embodies, right? So this is about you getting a lot of attention, but also inspiring others through your actions and words. With this Four of Wands is the Temperance, right? Healing in a time of rest. I do feel like you very much remove yourself away from an uncomfortable situation. I got to be honest, this is coming across like you in your gut have known for a long time that a particular person has not been honest with you about something that you would have wanted the truth, transparency. You'll have to know what this means for you, because all of us experience this often, right? It doesn't take a psychic or a tarot reader, anybody, to tell you that there's probably somebody in your life who isn't being as transparent as they should be. The universe is saying follow your instincts on this, but don't just sit on it either. This is a time to take action. You are turning over your new leaf. You're becoming a new and best version of yourself. So why not make the changes now? Because here the cards end with the Nine of Pentacles and the Chariot card. The Nine of Pentacles is very independent, very resourceful energy, and that Chariot card is a card of victory. But this person here in the Chariot card, they're facing forward, and they are coming from a middle path. They're not easily distracted by what anyone says, what anyone does. And they're also focused on, I feel like Scorpios are entering a very spiritual year. I know that we normally are that way anyway. We're very spiritual, but the veil is super thin as we approach our season. As we are in our season, pay attention to the different calls that you're getting, the different interactions that you're having with your guides. Do not dismiss dreams. Do not dismiss the patterns that you're seeing. They mean something. It is the way that your highest self, your guides, your angels, whatever it is that you work with, speak to you. If you are being redirected, trust it, right? Because we as humans are coming from a very limited perception. We can only see what's in front of us. We can feel and intuit more than that. But the proof, quote unquote, that we have is limited. Our sight is limited, where our guides and our highest self can see more. So no matter how badly you think you want something or someone or a particular path, allow for redirection to happen each step along the way. It's super important. So I'm going to pick these cards up and make some room, Scorpio. But what I would say for sure is that we do get redirected. I feel like there's going to be more social aspects to our journey moving forward. I feel like whatever changes you make, it's because you're leaving a situation in the past. That's the best thing I can say. I don't know. That's how it comes through for sure. So let's see. I'm going to pick some shadow work because I just want to see something here. Give me a second. Lives are tough in the sense that I have to clear more space. One moment. Show me the shadow work for Scorpios during Scorpio season, please. Oh man, this reading. Okay, well, I mean, listen, I can't. All right, so this says discomfort over resentment. Hey, Christopher, how you doing? Thanks for being here. I'm going to look up and speak to everybody in a second. Discomfort over resentment, and this is number 2. Ugh. I love you guys so much, and I'm a single human being, so this isn't really for me romantically. This feels like an ending of a romance, an ending of a relationship, but at the same time, I feel that if you've been single for a while, there's something new coming your way, but not until and this is past Scorpio season, between December through March is when I feel like new love comes in. So both things could be true. If you're in a relationship that you're questioning, you might really do a redirection. Other than that, I can say that some people are for sure being redirected in how they make their income. But again, that doesn't take a magician here, because depending on where you live, like in the United States, we're in a government shutdown. Government employees, which make up a lot of around the area I live in, you could be thinking I don't want to go through this ever again. I need something different. So trust the redirection. But the discomfort over resentment reminds me of that hanged man energy. Through the discomfort comes enlightenment, but you've got to go through this change, this metamorphosis. right? You know, the phoenix rising right now. And this is all Scorpios. As we approach every single freaking year, as we approach our solar return, we burn it to shit. We really do every year. We look at it and say, nah, no, that's not exactly what I want next year. It's basically our new year every time. Scorpios are a different breed of human. We don't care. We will burn it down and rebuild it even better every time. And every year we change. I've never known a Scorpio to stay the same very long at all. So with discomfort comes change, but with resentment, right? If you choose to let something stay and you don't go with the changing of it, you do resent people, places, situations, and that turns into, for Scorpios, when we are working from a place of resentment, and this is true, Scorpios tend to involve ourselves in drinking, drugging, oversharing of our sex, because that's our house, gambling, right? Things turn into addictions. Scorpios tend to gain and lose weight because of the way they feel mentally. And sometimes we develop issues with the throat area, like our voice box, right? And things like in the central column. That's just what I've noticed, right? I'm not going off of some kind of medical astrology or anything like that. I'm just saying that's what my guides show me and that's what I've seen. So let's look at some, let me go here. We gotta lighten this up a little bit. Jeez. Gotta lighten it up a little bit. All right, guys, and like I said before, what I'm going to be doing shortly after I end this reading is I'll be picking one person from the live chat. So if you're on here, just let me know that you're on, and I'll be doing a quick reading. And then I'm going to switch it over to members only, where I'll be doing little mini reads for the members, because it's been a minute. So this is a new feature on YouTube I will be trying out. If for some reason, members, something happens and I go to switch over, it doesn't work, just hang tight, and I'll start a new feed on the members only very, very shortly. So just hang tight, okay? YouTube is bringing up all kinds of tools. I'm trying them out. So this reads, I love my body. Yes, I do, actually. It says, I create peacefulness in my mind and my body reflects this English. I create peacefulness in my mind and my body reflects this peacefulness as perfect health. Wasn't I just saying that? Didn't I just say that Scorpios, when we are living in resentment, it shows up like depression. It shows up as like issues here. My guides are showing me like the entire central column. So migraines, throats, bariatric issues, lungs. Interesting. I mean, that is true. I mean, I don't know, but you tell me. So now this is saying that when you love your body, when you live from a place of discernment and intentionality, and you can turn that love that we so freely give to others to yourself, because we can neglect ourselves. The universe is saying, start with fresh eyes, look within, get to know thyself, love the temple, take care of all parts of you. Don't be pulled into poor behaviors during this time of celebration. And don't allow your anxieties to manage your, how should I say this? Basically, if you are feeling some sort of anxious or some sort of way and you're out there with a bunch of people doing things, don't allow that anxiety to get you acting out of character. How should I put this? So like if you haven't drank in a while because you're not wanting to, and then you go to a party, don't allow your anxiety to get you drinking or smoking or whatever, you get it. So again, I create peacefulness in my body and in my mind. No, I create peacefulness in my mind and my body reflects this as perfect health. So focus on your health. Get rid of the toxicity, Scorpio. I'm serious. It's important for so many reasons, like things that we just overlook. And this year is going to have you really introspective. That's for sure. I feel like our 2025 to 2026 season is about development, growth, creativity, and self-love. for sure. So I hope that resonated, Scorpio. And of course, this is the live reading. I'll be doing a lot more readings this week coming up. I'll be doing our weekly, another Scorpio season type vibe. So we'll see how it goes. All right, guys, I'm going to stop for a second and look at the chat and see who's here. Oh, wow, so many of you. Hello, hello. All right, Angie, everyone. Amando, hello. Beck, hi, Beck. How are you? I know one person named Beck. They are in Dubai. Nicole, how's it going? I hope I don't miss anybody. Megan, hold on. Megan wrote something and the chat, the chat blocked her out, but I'm going to put her in there. Megan says, I slept with another Scorpio and it was great. I love that for you, because if I could find a Scorpio that was healed, that would be great. But instead, I find these effed up Scorpios, and I'm not exchanging energy with anybody who's all jacked up. Because my son Scott is on the 1st, mine is the 6th, and my oldest son is the 17th. Did I plan it great or what? That's funny. My son is on the 11th, but I'm on the 1st. So we've got a lot of ones happening here. What is this? Okay. That's funny. It says, well, I fancy you at almost 50. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Maryland is where I got my U.S. Merchant Sailor Marine schooling. Oh, wow. I come from a log line of vets. Interesting. Wow, there's so many people here. Hey, Mojo, how are you, love? Yes, you're so on point, Stasi. On my first live on TikTok, I got 8.5 thousand likes. Yes, on October 8th. The next I got 13, then the following night. Oh my gosh, I'm a black sheep too. Oh, wow. You know, I'm going to learn to use TikTok. I have kind of stayed away from that platform just because I'm trying to just focus one thing at a time. The ADD takes over, and then, you know, what's it, a jack of all trades and a master at nothing. So I'm trying to just at least really be consistent with YouTube before I start branching out. But yeah, I'm definitely going to head over to TikTok and see what that's all about. Stasi, please give my message above regarding how your readings resonate. One day I shall go to your country. I had to try to work hard. Okay, so it's so hard to see all of these while we're going through here. CPSD, yeah, that's real for sure. All right, guys, so let's see. There's so many, I can't hardly read them all. Hey, Peter, how are you? I hope everything's going well. Rachel, hello. I am tired of, oh, wait, Rachel, do you work for the government? I'm a 1 Scorpio, October 23rd, hoping it brings a whole new beginning. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of change happening for us. All right, oh gosh, so many of these are, hold on, Rachel. Sex with another Scorpio is always the best. I mean, you'd think I would have met some healed masculine Scorpios by now, but that is not, the universe brings me, listen, guys, I have been single for a year. I've gone on one date and there was zero attraction on my end. I just wasn't into it. So I am asking the universe to just bring me a local, healed, good-looking, masculine, just drop him off in my P.O. box. I mean, honestly. Oh, that came out so wrong. I'm going to let it go. All right, Rachel, I have to be the same way. Too many irons in the fire. Yeah, it's hard. All right, so let's see. She will be choosing soon. All right, so just a year. Yeah, it's just a year. It's the longest year of my damn life. Okay, so let's go. Where are the cards for? Here we go. All right, I'm picking one person from this general reading before I switch over to members only to be doing a live mini reads with them. So let's see. Rachel, you're funny. All right. Wait, I had Capricorn men. Both of them were passive aggressive too. Ugh. All right. 3 weeks and 2 days sober. Your readings help me get through. Oh, how do I say this? Homo novus? Is that right? Homo novus? I'm going to do your reading. That's what we're going to do. Hey, Anthony, how are you? Love the hat. Oh, I forgot I had it on. 10 years single for me, 4 dates. Well, listen, I'm about to do Homo Novo, but Here's the 10 of Wands. So maybe there's an ending of that. All right. So the one person I'm going to be doing is Homo Novus, who says they are 3 weeks and 2 days sober. So first of all, let us all congratulate this person. You're welcome, my love. And congratulations to you for getting through just the day by day. All right. One day at a time. And that's for all of us, because nobody here is perfect. Nobody. We're not meant to be. And we're meant to go through these trials and tribulations. So I am super proud of you. And I have to tell you, though, for sure, it is only one day at a time. And do yourself the favor and, don't get yourself involved with people or places or situations that are tempting, for sure. And also, for anyone out there who is on a journey of sobriety from anything, know that there are so many medical advances that are happening now and as well as in the very near future, like very near, like March, April, that are going to help people be able to stop the addictive thinking. Look at the weight loss medications. Take it or leave it. I'm not telling anyone to get on anything. What I'm saying is there are medications available, natural and otherwise, that can help with the obsessive mind. Okay? So don't come for me in my comments telling me anything. It's just a fact. All right. So here we've got the Hermit card, right? A withdrawal and learning about yourself and letting the light within guide you, right? Which is basically what I was saying. Like if you've got to disengage and rebuild, this is the time to do that. I'm so proud of you for what did you say? 3 weeks and 2 days? That's amazing. Amazing work. What is JNL saying? The patch and Chantix has me all the difference. 50-year smoker. See, look, people everywhere. You're welcome. Here, look at this. So we've got the Hermit card going within. 9 of Wands, right? This is that feeling of having been through it, the addictions, the difficulty, but still standing tall and providing boundaries. I also feel like the High Priest is a card of traditional, like politics, religion, like things that are rooted in tradition, but it's also a card of faith. So there's something here, and we saw it earlier, about having faith. It's very possible that through this sobriety, you will find a renewed faith in yourself, and also outside of that. You may find yourself more drawn to religion or a cult, something maybe not mainstream as well. Even if you're following an AA program where they lean heavily, because I don't know what country you're in, but even if you're following like an AA program, I feel like you will divert from that and do something more occult based. So you're going to have to see what that looks like for you, because don't be scared of that. It's more faith, and it's faith in yourself and your free will. I'm an occultist, so I'm not scary. Unless you've screwed me over, in which case, fear. No. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, right? So this is a lot about discernment, but this is being paced also one day at a time, which is what we're talking about. But the Knights are always, they're fighters. They're warriors. They're always ready to go into battle, right? The thing about the Knight of Pentacles is that this knight has a lot of discernment and is very intentional with their time and their actions. And I think that speaks true for you. And then we've got the Knight of Swords. So this is really, really fast. This is communication and ideas and getting after it. You may find yourself also, and I don't know why this came up, but this feels like you might find yourself really paying more attention to your body and being more intentional with your words and how you spend your money, like just a new found set of principles and energy coming forward, and health as well. So that's really healthy. Oh, look at all of these. I could cry. You guys are so sweet, leaving so many. Hold on. Oh, wait, I'm missing something. You guys, hold on. I'm missing Christopher, 5 months clean from meth. Yes, Christopher. Holy crap. See, look, we are here for each other. I could literally cry. You guys are amazing. Oh, you guys are really amazing. This community is We also have the Eight of Swords coming through, and the Eight of Swords is really about, the best thing I can say, it's like a mental prison, similar to the Nine of Swords, except in the Eight of Swords, you're literally sometimes stopping yourself from going further, from pursuing something. And the Eight of Swords says, look for an option you haven't considered before. That's the other thing. Look for an option you haven't considered before. And then we have 2 sevens that came up. Okay. Oh, sorry. I've got the 7 of Pentacles with the 7 of Swords. Be mindful about, I'm sorry, I know it must be loud. Be mindful about being impatient with progress, and people from your past, I would say that as well. Because 7 is like a very lucky number, but it's also a number of it's a very spiritual number. It's God's number. It's a perfect number, actually. And so this is being about strategy as well, and being mindful with who you let into your life. That's what's coming through. And then lastly, and again, patience is a virtue. Patience is super important during this journey. And the last card, the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is curiosity, a desire to learn, a desire to progress and communicate. I mean, you may find yourself, remember earlier in the main reading, I said about being an inspiration to others with that Queen of Wands. You may find yourself by March, by April, doing talks in front of people, giving them the same glimpses of hope, right? Telling them how they can accomplish more, but don't bite off more than you can chew. You don't need to be everything to everyone. Your temple, your mind, your game set always comes first. Your healing comes first. Even if you're in a relationship or you get involved with somebody else, it's so, so, so important that you focus your energy on you first. And then after that, when you are healthy and able and ready, you can share of yourself to others. But I do see you kind of doing that for other people, inspiring them to progress in a path of healing also. Guys, I am so proud of each and every one of you, and also being so transparent and open and sharing and feeling safe in this community to do that. It just is, it warms my heart. So thank you so much for being here. And again, we are all stars from the sky with feet on the ground, and we're doing the best we can with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other. I'm going to be switching this over to members only right now. So thank you so much for being here. Hey, Scorpio, good evening from London. Hi, I'm so glad you could make it. Catch the replay. I love you guys. Shine brightly, and let's see how this works. I'm going to hit this button. I'm not sure how it goes, so give me a minute. So start. So this is saying it's going to go into 1 minute. So in 1 minute, it's going to switch over to members only. So I've not used this button before. Let's see. What else do we have here? I missed you. Shame. I'm sorry. It'll come through. It'll come through, I promise. Oh, I just saw the 3 of Swords, the Knight of the 2 of Pentacles, and the Sun card. So in the Knight, or this 3 of Swords was reversed. So that means healing is happening with this 2 of Pentacles with the balancing act and the Sun card. I love this. All right. So may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it. Scorpio, thank you so much for being here. This will be switching over here any second. Hey, Maria. Hey, Mojo. Thank you so much. You're going to watch from the beginning. Thank you for doing that. So there's no countdown here. Oh, no, it looks like 6 seconds. Love and light. Bye, Rachel. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much. I'll see members shortly. All right.